What's up everyone? Welcome back to Supercharged with Dr. V. This week we're talking about winning the mind game. In the last two videos we talked about paying attention and being careful what we expose our minds to. And although there's many aspects to winning the mind game, I want to emphasize one point that I made in my last video. You are the company you keep. Our environment, whether it's at home, at work, or with friends, plays a huge role in shaping who we are. Because our mind subconsciously picks up the qualities and the mannerisms and the outlook that the people around us have. The people that we choose to surround ourselves with determines how the rest of our life goes. Don't believe me? Let me share with you one of my favorite studies of all time. Let's talk about the Harvard Study of Adult Development, one of the longest research studies ever conducted. For 75 years, researchers in Boston tracked the lives of 724 men year after year after year, asking them about their family, their health, their work, and everything in between. Since 1938, these researchers tracked the lives of two different groups of men. One were sophomore at Harvard, so highly wealthy and educated. And the second group was a group of boys from Boston's poorest neighborhoods. Most of them lived in tenements and didn't even have running hot or cold water. Let me read to you an excerpt of Robert Waldinger's TED Talk, who was the fourth chairman of this study. When they entered the study, all of these teenagers were interviewed. They were given medical exams. We went to their homes and we interviewed their parents. And then these teenagers grew up into adults who entered all walks of life. They became factory workers and lawyers and bricklayers and doctors. One, President of the United States. Some developed alcoholism. A few developed schizophrenia. Some climbed the social ladder from the bottom all the way to the very top. And some made that journey in the opposite direction. Every 2 years, these researchers would reach out to these men and ask them everything about their lives. They would videotape the men talking with their wives about their deepest concerns, with their consent, of course. And at one point, they even joined the wives in the study. So what did they learn after collecting all of this information from these men and women? Well, after controlling for all other variables, there was one that determined how the rest of their life would go. The clearest message that they got from this 75-year study is this: that good relationships keep us healthier and happier. Period. And of course I like this lesson. I mean, my motto is living healthier should make us happier and better humans. So this is perfect. But let's go a little bit deeper. They learned 3 big lessons about relationships. The first, social connections are really good for us, and loneliness kills. It turns out people who are more connected to their friends, family, and community are happier. They're physically healthier, and they live longer than people who are less connected. Second, it doesn't just matter how many friends you have or whether you're in a committed relationship or not. The quality of those close friendships matters. It turns out that living amid conflict is really bad for our health, and living amid good, warm, healthy relationships is protective. And when they gathered everything that they knew about these people at age 50, it wasn't their cholesterol levels that determined how they were going to grow old. It was how satisfied they were in their relationships. The people that were the most satisfied at age 50 in their relationships were the healthiest at age 80. And the third big lesson they learned is that healthy relationships don't just protect our bodies, but our brains as well. Healthier relationships lead to less memory and cognitive decline. So do you believe me now? This is how important the quality of our closest relationships can be. Our company can take us from the bottom all the way to the top, or it can take us from the top all the way to the bottom. Your company clearly determines the person that you are going to be in the future. So if you want to win the mind game, then your company needs to help you win your mind game, and you need to help your company win their mind game. And if we all collectively continue making efforts to strengthen and clean our minds, we can achieve anything that we put our minds to. And we can make this world a better place to live in. As always, thank you for watching, and if you like the content, don't forget to let me know by clicking the like button. Until next time.